Let's get going.
Yeah, still here.
Okay, dude. Let's get going. So I'm just sorting out the battle map.
We're buying the auto dock,
Yeah, that's cool.
but for mil credits.
Okay, I've got a list of stuff that you guys are buying in paper as well. So because some of it is I'm gonna have to add during the week myself, so I'll just keep a list. Are you doing the operation on the ship on the ship?
Yeah, the robot's gonna do it.
David got to roll the auto dock, I suspect.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you find the stats for it, David?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Just bring it up somewhere.
I guess you drag and drop it into your
Sorry.
inventory.
Yak.
No, it doesn't matter, does it? Just whatever you're comfortable using.
Right, where do I drag it into? Just into.
I'm just opening up the auto dock just so you've got it there, so you can see its stats, so you can roll the stats basically.
Oh, all I've got is it's no stats on it. It's just telling you what it is. The narrative.
Okay. Let me see. How did I get Russ to his one? So we go. So go library, Mongoose Traveller Supply Catalogue.
Yeah.
NPCs. Auto Mech. Which one was it?
I got the auto dock.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if it's in that list.
TL14.
Okay, it's not that one. Okay, so is it in the NPCs? Which book is the auto dock in?
I got it from the equipment book.
Okay.
Supply catalog. And
Astromech, Centurion, Domestic Surf and Protocol Droids.
under medical supplies.
Ah! Okay, that'll be it then. Equipment, medical supplies, auto dock. Okay, the auto dock isn't what you want. What you want is the.
Then why can't it make its way all the way to the kitchen?
Domestic Protocol droid could do it. You could try a skin job could do it, or utility droid would be able to do it.
What's most
Why can't the auto dock do it? Bring people back to life.
It does have surgical systems.
Yeah, no, it has surgical systems. You can use the auto dock, but the auto dock is something that you strap to your suit, I believe.
Oh, it's
50
not like
million, it isn't.
Not
No, 500 million.
Let me check.
550 million.
Well, 1 million.
A million, whatever it was.
Medical supplies.
It's a small.
Oh no! Yeah, no. Okay, I read it wrong. Yeah, no, auto dock can do it. That's fine. Auto dock doesn't have a chute because it's classed as an item. But yeah, you would have to install it onto your ship because it's like 2 by 4 meters. It says.
Alright.
Okay.
Do that.
It'd be a case of installing it. It's like I think it's like one of those. I think like those pods like on Aliens where you get into them like
with all the needles and shit.
Yeah, when she on that last on Prometheus. That's sort of what I'm thinking. It's a bit like that thing on Prometheus, and with all the needles, and when she's getting that, when she's trying
to go, just did a roll for it.
Okay, so it's that to say you fitted it, so you've managed to fit it and weld it into the vehicle. Obviously, what I'm going to say, I'm going to remind you guys is the more stuff you have on the ship, the less cubic space of oxygen you have, which isn't an issue until you start trying to save. Say if you guys decide you're going to try and save 200 people in one go. Okay, oxygen might become an issue, but at the moment it's not an issue. What were you trying to say, Isaac, man?
Are we able to buy multiple bits of armor, just not have them equipped or carried?
If you want to buy stuff, and because obviously people are still getting used to the equipment thing, just keep a note on a tab or something somewhere of what you've brought. You're more than welcome to.
I was just gonna have it in my equipment, just as
yeah. Just have it as the inventory is not carried. Then, that's fine. Cool. Did you want David to use his criminal connections to try and find you some mini nukes?
You know you want them.
I do want them.
Okay, if you want them, let's go to Streetwise, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, go to Streetwise. All right, you're gonna
need something to launch them, by the way, because we don't want them close to us, do we?
Well,
I think it's like briefcase size. You just sort of like put it down, activate it, and run for your life.
they're more designed for infiltration and stealth and stuff like that. So, but you could also I'm sure you could rig something to launch it. You know what you guys are like. So, right, it's going to be a routine. So, you need a 6 to find a contact, and then obviously you're going to have to roll to have a conversation and barter, etc. So yeah.
We saved you, but irradiated your planet.
So I just do the dice net.
Mm-hmm.
6. Hang on.
Fix my arm.
Oh, I'll do two. Yeah.
Yep. Just roll. You should just roll your roll it from your skills, isn't it?
Oh, didn't mean that many.
Yeah, just roll it from your skills, David, like you normally do.
Right, sorry.
Streetwise.
Okay.
Yeah, we're using the computer. We don't have to do it manually anymore.
Why won't it let me?
Character sheet. So
Yeah, I went there.
yeah. Skills.
Yeah, and then double click on the left.
On the mod, I think. No, the little blue box does it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the blue box. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. I've just done it for you. There you go.
Which blue box?
The one at the end. It's the furthest one. It says total.
Yeah, the one that says TA.
Yeah, so double click on it.
Let's try it again. I'm coming up with create item.
Are you in the right place?
Yeah, I'm on the skills.
Double left click.
No, it just comes up with Streetwise. Oh, that's it. It's actually the blue. Oh, sorry, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you've managed to track down a rather unreputable known person. You've been given a location and a time. It's in a rather rundown area of the Highport. As you're heading that direction, you sort of notice it is in a bit more disrepair than the rest of the station. You noticed a lack as you sort of head that way. You also noticed a lack of security. You've gone from having security pretty much in every area to you've seen 2 in about the last 10 minutes of walking. So all of a sudden you come to what can only be described as a what's the way to explain it? Basically a made gate. It looks like a made barrier that's been put in place. There's 2 guys stood there with give me a roll. Somebody want to give me a spot or a search roll, and I'll give you an explanation of what they look like.
What shall I do? Stealth, and then.
You guys, you can stealth up first. Is everyone stealthing up?
There you go.
Or is David heading off with that? Is David creeping up the corridor, or what's going on, guys?
I thought I was just going to creep up and see what's going on first.
Okay. Is everyone staying back and David creeping up on his own?
Yep.
Go for it.
You still there? You still there, Skippy? Skippy? 2 seconds.
Done a runner. Were we supposed to tell when we bought stuff, or could we just added it in the meantime?
Don't we need to also actually find out if this is a nuke? Someone can run a test on it.
What, test the nuke?
Well, make sure it is a nuke, not an empty box.
Should have taken the mech with you.
Okay, so he was just outside. I wonder what's going on. So
what's listening?
Okay, cool. So David creeping up the corridor. How are you intending to do it? Because obviously, so we've got you come around the corner. You can see the guys. And there's various crates. As I said, the place is a lot of.
Are you trying to nick them away?
So you could work if you wanted to just stealth your way up. And do you want to get close enough just so you can see what they're armed with?
Yes, let's see what they're armed with.
Okay, give me a scout or something to give me a search roll. They can't see you. You're in because you got that stealth roll was pretty good.
I've probably got something to do. Let's have a look.
You're on the corner. David snuck up. So if you'd like to sneak up, you make me a stealth roll. Okay, recon does both. Bollocks. All right. So you've gone up to David as well. Okay, so you can see that the guys are armed with machete-like melee weapons. They have what you can consider basic Gauss rifles. They also, one of them seems to have a cybernetic eye implant. The door or the barricade seems to be fairly makeshift. So are you going to approach them in conversation?
Well,
or are you...
Skippy can actually sort of cover me, as it were. Presumably you've got a weapon there.
Yeah.
Go and have a chat with them.
Yep.
Do you want to ready an attack action and put a action on it? So basically, tell me what would initiate you to shoot them.
If they were going to shoot me.
So if they pull their weapons, you're instantly going to fire.
No, not necessarily.
So that's what I mean. That's what I mean. I'm saying is because of how the rules work, is Skippy can go right. So if he can say if they pull their weapons or if they go to attack you, he can have an attack before because he's already readied it.
I think you could do because I can explain to them that I'm covered. I have someone covering me. If they draw
interested
their
in
weapons,
buying something, yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna if you give me a ready roll, so which will basically be to see if Skippy, give me a ready roll. So
on what? My gun.
Yep, your gun. So roll as if you were going to shoot it.
Where I do it in equipment? Is that the one?
It's in actions, I believe.
Yeah, it's a gun combat, something like that.
Yeah, actions, and then just roll.
Oh yeah, I always make that mistake. I think. You got to scroll down or something. There it is. Yeah, okay. Sorry, bear with me.
Yeah, and just roll for target lock.
I think that's the one.
Yep. Okay, so the damage doesn't actually do anything at the you don't get the +3 damage at the moment, obviously. So you've just basically readied your weapon and you have took aim. Do you want to turn your laser on so they can see it, or are you going to leave it off for now?
Which laser?
You've on your weapon. You have laser sight. You put extra stuff on it if you remember correctly. Yeah, you got a laser dot sight. You've got all sorts on it. You got a flashlight. So at the moment they don't know you're there.
No, because they'd feel too threatened.
No, I need to talk to them first before that.
Okay.
I would say that actually maybe the laser goes on after I've talked to them and say I am covered.
Okay, cool. Okay.
How's your arm going, Alex?
We haven't initiated the operation yet.
Okay.
Do you want to roll to initiate the operation? Because that could be going on while this is going on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, 2 seconds. Where's that?
I haven't purchased it. Do you want me to show I purchased the arm ready?
We'll assume you purchased it all. You can work out the money in a minute. We'll just get the roll going. Okay. So it's a with the auto duck. It's a routine roll, but we have to roll 3 times. So we'll do the first roll now, and then we'll do the second one after they've talked to these people, and then we'll do the last one. So basically, what is happening is that your arm is your whole arm is being removed because you've decided your whole arm is being removed, and then your nerves are being extended with computerized components. So you'll still be able to feel and everything else, and you're being wired in. And then they're attaching and sealing the arm up, and then the arm's being programmed to work correctly with you. So there's lots of times for this where it could go slightly.
It's not smacking me in the face at strength 14.
Yeah, you don't want me going. Oh yeah,
It's busted a hole for your head.
I had a guy in a game I ran called Forbidden World quite a long time ago, and he decided, because he lost his arm, to attach another creature's arm to his arm and then cast a magic spell on it to bring it back to life. Every now and then I was going, oh, by the way, the elf arm is punching you in the face for d6 damage. It was quite funny. Okay, so roll me...
Do you want 3 rolls?
3d6, please.
You want me to roll them all at once?
Roll them individually. Okay, pass. Pass. Basically, now you can roll anything, and you'll be fine. Okay, so you needed a minimum of 10. So that's fine. Okay, so you are now under. So basically you are, if anything happens to the ship or anything, you can do fuck all. Not that anything is going to happen to the ship, because you guys have been pretty nice to this place and they all like you. But you're under. The ship is in control by the robots.
Start thinking about stuff like that, aren't we? Having a sentry and all those things.
Well, I'm going to assume that your robot's gone into patrol. And Isaac is I don't know if Isaac has actually come with you, because he didn't say I'm going.
Well, I assume Alex and Isaac have stayed there, haven't they?
Well, I don't know, because Isaac wanted weapery. So unless he's just given the money to the scoundrel and gone, go get on with it then. You know all the dodgy people.
Isaac, you still on the ship, or are you with David carrying your money?
I think I'm still on the ship. I don't know.
Okay.
You're monitoring the operation.
Well, that gives you another bonus. So if it does mess up, you've got a chance to do a roll. So which can either make it better or worse, depending. If he fails it makes it really bad. But if he passes it, it saves it. So we shall see if anything goes wrong. Hopefully nothing will go wrong. I think.
Check these guys then.
Yep, chat with these guys. Are you gonna walk up and talk to them normally? Or are you gonna give me your roll first?
Well, I can do a streetwise, so.
Okay, give me a streetwise. Okay. They instantly look at you and they go, "Greetings, brother. What can we do for you?"
I need bomb, big bomb.
Big
Oh, you're looking for things that you should not have on our planet. He goes, well, since we heard that you helped with the stupid fucking underwater city that these fucking morons keep trying to bring back up, but you saved them, so we will let you in. You can go talk to Big Boss. He'll sort you out. Go on in.
My friend come too.
They sort of squint, and you see one of them, his optical twist, and he goes, "How did I not see him? For fuck's sake, this eye cost me thousands of pounds!"
Well, he wouldn't see me. I got my special suit on.
Exactly. So he sees you pop up, and the guy's sort of there, looking quite pissed off that he's cut out a chunk of his face, and he couldn't even clock the scout. Okay. So he heads in, and as you sort of head in past them, they push open the makeshift gate, and it sort of opens like a big old-fashioned. It falls flat basically. It's as if it's just a table up there, and it falls flat. You walk in, instantly you notice that it's a shop. There's laser blades. There's laser blades, obscure weaponry. There's even a shelf of alien parts, what you'd like ancient stuff. There's an alien skeleton. There's part of a xenomorph tail which you recognise. He seems to be a collector of the rare and the obscure. He has a bit of everything.
Packet of crisps and some gummy bears, please.
So
cheese sandwich again.
So as you sort of slowly head down the shop floor, you come across a section which is it's just holograms. So as you sort of walking past, you notice there's holograms of hover bikes, there's tanks, helicopters, all sorts of obscure old army equipment. That there seems to be a lot of it there. That you also, as you're going through, you recognize your or versions of your mechs that you seem to have. You instantly recognise that there seems to be various components and parts for sale for your mechs as well, which might mean you might not want to mention to him that you have them. It's probably, he's probably not the most reputable person, but it could also be good that they're there. Okay, so do you want to talk to the guy in charge?
Yeah, we're looking for 6 small, portable nuclear weapons for self-defense.
They were. Let me just work calculations. They were 250,000, weren't they? And you want 250,000, and you want 6, yeah.
Yeah.
So okay.
He looks a picture of you on the Discord, David, with the bomb.
Wait, how many are you buying? How many
6
nuclear bombs?
6.
How much are they each?
What is the range of these things?
Okay, so he sort of looks down at the floor, and he looks back up you, and he sort of face plants his hand with his head, and he goes, "Are you taking these off of this planet?" He goes, "You're not intending to use this here, are you?"
Oh no.
Okay, that's fine then. That's fine. He goes, "I've got 5." He goes, I'll do you 5 for $1 million.
Buy 3, get 2 free.
I tell you what, that's really steep, but I also like alien artifacts, and I'm just a collector, and I see there's some some mech implants or mech
Components.
Yeah, components. What components are they over there? Do we know?
He sort of looks over and he goes, there's mining tools, laser weaponry, there's a direct plug-in cockpit, and he goes, but unless you're just collecting it, it's all useless. There's no one's got the mechs anymore. And
I know, but I just love. I'll tell you what, throw it all in, and we'll call it $1 million.
He sort of looks over and he smiles, sort of as if thinks he's getting you over. He basically goes. There's a skip in the storage container next door with all the mech stuff, and he goes, help yourself, and he goes, $1 million for the nukes, fine.
Okay.
How much was each nuke worth?
250.
Oh, okay.
But it's like 200k now, isn't it? Plus
is it like a pocket one, is it?
It's a suitcase, basically.
Like a briefcase.
it's a briefcase, basically.
What's the radius of the
need to know the
explosion?
radius. Yeah.
What's the radius on it? Let me see.
Usually like between.
Can we let one
2
loose
and
on the spaceship?
5 kilometers
no.
for a.
On the spaceship.
I think it's actually contained. I think you can actually set the radius up to a certain point if I think it's the right one. Let me just find it.
I just like the fact that it was called a pocket nuke. I was like,
have you got electronic?
Which book was it in? Was it the Essential Supply Catalogue? It's got to be.
Yeah.
And what was it under weapons?
I don't know. Explosives? No. Must have been weapons.
Just walk the mech in.
Rockets and
got it.
missiles. So yeah, even you've got all this mech equipment. It's in bad disrepair. I'm just trying to find where it is so I can.
It's illegal on many worlds.
If you put the group on all and then just search nuke, it's literally the.
Oh, okay, cool.
Blast radius 1,000
miles.
This is some dodgy
Oh,
tag.
no, it just says 1,000.
Must be 1,000 meters.
Pocket nuke.
Only weighs 4 kilograms.
Oh, 60 DD. Oh god. So. Oh yeah, that's.
They're listed as 25,000.
Blast 1,000
Yeah.
radiation. Okay.
Oh, but
okay.
there's
If you hold your mouse over it gives you a better description. That's new. That's cool. Okay, this weapon has an explosive component or is otherwise able to affect the target spread across a wide area. Upon a successful attack, damage is rolled against every target within the weapon's blast score in meters. Dodge reactions may not be made against a blast weapon, but targets may dive for cover. Cover may be taken at the advantage of 1 between targets and centers of the weapon blast. So even if unless they roll a dice 1 and they happen to have somewhere they can actually get under before the blast radius hits them, they're fucked. Radiation. When a radiation weapon fires, anyone close to the fire target and the line of fire in between the two will receive 2 times 20 rads. 2d times 20 rads. Multiplied by 5. For spacecraft scale weapons, this effect extends from the fire target and the line of fire and the distance in meters equal to the number of dice. In other words, ow.
Two
we
dice.
can build barricades.
The maximum
now,
you could get is 12.
But that's cool now. So
times
yeah,
20.
If you want to know anything about the traits, just hold your mouse over it and it tells you. So that's neat. And this is what the pocket nuke looks like, guys.
Alright, so technically, if I could avoid the blast, I'm fine with the radiation.
How much was the radiation?
The max it could be is 240.
Yeah, 240 is the maximum.
Oh right, my mech's only got 50 radiation protection.
But you can increase. You can always increase that though. That's basic. The max. You know what I mean? It's not something that's.
Depends what David found in the skip, I suppose.
But that radiation blast is from the center, and as you get further out, it depreciates. So the max radiation is only going to be at the center of the blast.
Right. Oh, my image wasn't far off.
No.
Yeah.
So we got 5 now.
Okay. And all the how are we getting all the mech stuff back? Is there some sort of anti-gravity sled or something we got?
At the moment, it's in a yeah. It can be hovering. It just makes your life easier, doesn't it?
Yeah. Skip.
Yeah, he wants it returned though. He also says that you probably shouldn't let people see the equipment you have, especially the nukes. So
we'll put it over tarpaulin over.
Yeah.
It's agricultural machinery.
Okay, cool. Yeah, problem solved there. Okay, so we'll say that you've got your equipment and you've headed back. It might be worth remembering this guy because he seems to be a reasonable asset. Yeah. And it seems to be in the local area of where you guys are at the moment.
I suggest we do a check on all the nukes to make sure they're safe.
Yeah, before putting them in the ship.
Yeah, if you guys want to do... Okay, so give me a...
Fail an investigation roll now.
Give me investigation, computing, anything.
Who's got the highest investigation? I got 4.
I got 2.
I'll say it's routine. Sorry, 6 and higher.
We do intellect roll.
Alex can't do anything, he's still under.
So
Oh yeah, I'm in a bloody thinking.
Alright, give me another 3 dice, please, Alex. As he's lying there unconscious with hundreds of needles going tick, 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 into him like a 3D printer. Okay. 1, 5, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Isaac, since you're in the ship, the med doctor starts to flash red, and a siren starts to come up. It seems to have have run out of liquid nanites, and it needs replacing. So, do you want to roll me anything, a sleight of hand or something, or dexterity, to replace it?
Do a dex roll.
Yeah, cool. You got
Is that in action?
Yep, 4 or more. Okay, cool. Okay, managed to replace it. No problem. You only failed that by a 1, so I didn't make the event too harsh.
Yeah, like it started cutting the arm back off.
Oh, I've got some brutal ones for if you really failed it. I think the best one is AI gets an AI gets put into it without you realizing.
We're being quite lucky with our rolls at the moment.
Oh, that would make my Discord message a lot more accurate, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just it would just start.
For fuck's sake. Who put the fucking little big lollybomb with fucking Kai Guan, whatever his name is. Right,
Kim Jong-un.
King Gong-woo. Okay.
Yeah, hopefully our nuclear device is a bit more stealthier than that.
We're
Surprise!
Oh no, we're streaming and we mentioned King Gong-woo.
Why is it so detonated?
We spray it black and say,
If
"Can
we
you
ever
look
use
after
it.
this?"
Why is it doing it? Off we go.
Yeah, just walking in like that.
I'm going out of
with
the bloody way.
It's just got my work in it, you know.
We've got to try out though.
Okay,
We could just drop it from orbit.
Yeah, just off to work with the suitcase like that.
Okay, so we've got the weaponry. You've got all your equipment.
Put wheels on one.
You guys still have a shitload of rations, by the way. From when David went out. I'm not dying hungry and brought a shitload. I have been deducting them when we've played, but obviously since we brought them, we've only played twice, I believe. So
how many days have we got for all of us?
You've still, I believe you brought, you actually brought 6 months worth of rations. So, and I've deducted with your travel and everything when you got to the last planet and everything. You've used 6 weeks of rations. So I believe Isaac, actually, you can because you didn't have your points. We believe your points weren't there. And from last session, so everyone can have 2 points, and Isaac can have 4. So if everyone wants to add 2 points to their skills.
Oh, okay.
What, 20
Is
skills?
that study periods complete?
Yeah. I'm taking the study period complete. So everyone can have 2 skill points and 1 to their character status. Isaac, you can have 4 skill points and 2 to your character status, because I looked at your stats and you were about 3 levels behind everyone else.
Sure.
And if you put them in the skills that were annoying you last session, that should solve that problem.
So I'm sorry,
Can't
I'm being
remember what it
stupid
was now.
here. Increase my study periods to 3.
No. Your study. What we're doing is keep your study period to where they are. Because I noticed people are missing points, and I didn't give you anything for last session. You get to put a point into 2 skills.
So I've got 1 point, 2 1 points.
Yeah, in 2 skills and 1 point into any characteristic.
3 1 points.
No.
Okay, 2. Yeah.
2
okay,
in
gotcha.
skills and 1 into your characteristics.
Oh, characteristics.
Yeah, so you can improve your strength, your dexterity, your endurance,
I
your
don't think I've been
intelligence.
doing anything there.
You don't always get it unless you.
Is that only when you give it to us? Not
No.
study that?
You can study to. You can go gym.
strength or whatever.
Yeah. You can go
right.
gym. You can do
Sorry,
it.
I meant to do that.
Got you.
Trying to alter it.
What are you trying to alter?
I've got it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and if you do 1 in your characteristics as well, you can have 1 in strength, dexterity, endurance, intelligence, education, or social.
Do that.
Cool.
Your social's really high, actually, which is surprising.
Who, me?
Yeah, you've got a 9 in social. It's probably the most, probably one of the most. You're not the most sociable person, are you?
I put mine in intelligence.
What are you trying to say?
That's not very kind.
How weird.
Yeah, it's very rude.
Oh, should I do drive or fly? Probably fly.
If anybody actually wants to, I will. I will add. They can add a mech driving skill to their sheet, and put it at a level 1, because you can, if you were controlling weapons, you get mech gunner. If you were piloting, you get mech pilot, and everyone gains 1 level.
So I was using heavy weapons vehicle, so I can add a point to that.
You add a new one, add a new skill.
Yeah.
And type mech gunner, and put it to level 1.
Oh, okay.
And if you were the mech pilot, add mech pilot and put it to level 1. But what you can also do on your next study period is you could teach each other the basic level. So you could teach Skippy could teach Yak what he knows about the guns, and Yak could teach Skippy what he knows about the weapons on your. Because it's going to take 2 weeks for you to travel to your next destination, so you could actually teach each other how to pilot and how to use gun on the basics of what you know, and you'd gain a level.
It says like characteristics. Should that be set to something?
What do you mean?
It lets you choose strength, endurance, or whatever when you add a skill.
Oh yeah, so you set it to what you need, unless it's.
Oh, you set it to what you think should be used in the task.
Yes, unless you got it on something really stupid, like if you had electronics set to strength, I wouldn't allow that.
Yeah. So mechanic could be set to intelligence because you got whatever.
Well, mechanic could be intelligence or education.
And what would gun combat be set to?
Gun combat could be dexterity or
I got dexterity. Yeah.
intelligence. I mean,
Depends, I guess.
depends. I think Skippy's running off intelligence.
Okay.
Let's see.
Here we go, sorted.
But yeah, so
hang of it.
on your next, so basically when you guys do this next 2 weeks travel, if you wanted to, you could technically teach each other the basic skill of mech and gunner. If you wanted to spend the time doing that, but it might not be good for you all to spend the time doing that because somebody probably needs to be there to make sure Outslayer doesn't get his arm ripped off.
So heavy weapons, I could probably use strength for that, couldn't I?
Heavy weapons, depending on the weapon you're using. Okay, so so the way I see it is, if you're firing a rocket launcher, strength to hold it. If you're firing a mortar, strength doesn't come into it, does it?
Nope.
So I'd say I would accept intelligence or dex.
So basically just switch it depending on what's happening.
Yeah, you can switch it up depending on what you're doing.
I didn't realise. I got you.
Well, you're still learning, and that's why I've played it quite loosey goosey, and I'm slowly implementing more because it's a lot. It's a lot to grasp at in one go, especially if you haven't played anything like this for a long time.
Right. How is Alex's arm going? We're on the way back to the ship.
Last roll, innit?
Yeah, we're on the last roll. We can do that now if you want, dude.
Alright.
Let me so you need a 10 between the 3 dice. Lucky. Very lucky. Did you see that? Oh, it nearly landed on the 1. Okay. So the operation seems successful. It's been sort of stitched up. It's not stitched up, is it? It's sort of cauterized and.
Should I drop it into equipment?
Yeah, you can drop it on your equipment if you want to use it as a weapon. Because it classed as a weapon as well.
Oh, okay. Does it just add the stats? Do I need to add them when it's functioning?
You would just roll it as if you were using it as a weapon, and then you would roll the weapon on top of that.
So, can we clean out the auto dock, and I can jump in it then?
Yeah. If you want, is David going for a pop in the auto dock as well then?
Yeah.
I've added the.
Sorry. Subdermal armor.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I've added my arm, but I can't see it in actions.
Okay, I'll have a look in a minute.
All right. Cool.
So David, you wanted to add the subdermal armor, which is under your skin, I believe.
Yeah.
Ow. Okay. That'd be the same as Alex's. You'd have to do 3 rolls, and you also be incapacitated for the journey for the duration of this next journey.
Oh, is that entire 2 weeks? I can't do anything then.
You're having your skin removed and regrafted a microfiber under your skin.
Yeah.
Be
okay.
fine, shouldn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, you won't be full. I mean, I would say for at least a week you'll be fully incapacitated for a week, and then you'll be sort of able to do stuff again.
Okay, so three rolls, yeah.
3 rolls. You want more than 10 on each dice roll, each set of dice.
What am I doing?
So it increases my strength, the arm. I just put it into my characteristics.
Just put the bonus into your characteristics.
Oh, okay.
Put it in,
cool.
and put the arm in your. Put a note of the arm in your thing.
I just did them all.
Yeah, I got it. Cool.
Oh, did that not?
Oh no, you got to roll it in the box, David. If you drag it and drop it into the box.
Can you not just right click on it and go?
Yeah, you can do it that way as well. Ooh. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 10. Oh, just okay. Next one.
Oh, another 3.
Yeah. We'll get out of the way and then it's done.
So lucky.
That's a bit better.
Yeah, last one.
What?
You guys are being really, really lucky, aren't you?
Oh.
No! No! I think the players are too lucky. This isn't fair. Okay, Alex is in recovery. David's basically having the operation done. Everything's on the ship. Do you want to go through and search the mech parts to see what's actually there?
Yeah.
Obviously, if there's
what an investigation.
Investigation, search, or anything like that would do. Obviously, you want to know what's there because you can maybe implement some of it onto the mechs.
Yeah, it's got to be investigate, hasn't it? Really.
It's got some pluses to armor. Would that be dex or?
What are pluses to armor? Or the pluses is it to the armor class?
+6 bonus to armor.
Okay, so you would just 2 seconds.
Done the strength. I added a note.
No, that's right.
Oh, okay. Just leave it, yeah?
Yeah. It's added through your strength.
Oh, cool.
Because every time your strength goes up to a certain point, your natural armor class goes up.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay, what was I doing? Roll, okay. Basically, so what you've found is you found enough equipment to modify the mechs from the underwater version to the standard deep space and ground attack version. That would pretty much use up most of the tech. There is also 2 direct link pilot cranial links, which would enable the mech to be piloted by one pilot instead of one person having to do the guns and one person having to do it. One person can control the whole thing.
That'd be good.
So 2 of you could be in the 2 mechs, and the others could be doing something else. That could be in handy. There is a couple of weapons as well. There is 2 sets of vibro swords and shields, mech size. Skippy, have we lost you?
No, I'm listening.
Okay.
Just typing it all in.
Okay, cool.
And do we know that these are all fully working?
You're going to basically, so there's other stuff, but you will be butchering everything to make these work.
Yeah, we might as well fit it all.
Let me just get up the 2 seconds. I just need to get up the mech you will be turning it into.
We're modifying the
Have we got
ones we
full
took
power
with
for
us.
these mechs as well?
Oh, that's true.
Because we used up the power, didn't we, a little bit? Can we recharge them?
Yeah, you can recharge them off your ship's power plant.
Okay, alright.
The reason they were so valuable when you were there because there was no power on the station.
Do they need a service or anything?
You can give them. You can get one of the guys that is incapacitated to give them a quick once over to make sure they're not going to start to deteriorate.
I think that's a good idea, just to check them out.
I mean, you did find them in a bit of a weird place.
Yeah.
And then Isaac's going to get the pilot the ship. Well, we hope. We hope.
Any minute.
Thought because I'm probably going to be piloting a lot, I'll just whack most of my points in there. So
I did plot with the astromech earlier.
Oh, cool.
It's already done.
So you've already plotted the route.
You scroll back through the
Yeah, I'll have a look through in a minute.
on our pilot's request.
I think
Find it quite so cluttered on the screen now. We're getting used to it.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's the right ship actually. It's got the double turret beam cannon on it, which we can roll off the sheet. Oh my god! There you go, guys. You got a rollable sheet for the weapons on your ship.
Cool.
I'll have to add more weapons as we go, but yeah, okay. At least we got that working. I believe that's how we ended up because you converted it, didn't you?
Yeah, we fitted some.
Yeah, because you went from the one and
weapons,
basically made it the same as the Minerva class.
Yeah, it had a rail gun.
Yeah, railgun.
Which is what the centerpiece is. Yeah, double turret beam laser. Okay, I'll add a railgun in a minute. The ship stuff's working. Yeah, so that's what your ship looks like. And basically what you've done is you've removed the... It wasn't...
What it was I swear it was a Dorito looking one.
Yeah, it was. It's the same. The thing is, it's the Far Trader, but you've adjusted... You changed the... You changed the... exterior on it. So if you look at the skill, it says Far Trader still.
Yeah.
So you've just gone from it. It's just a different one. I mean, I've got the Far Trader A2 here, but the A2 doesn't have any weapons equipped. I don't think that's the one you have. Tokens look better now, don't they?
Yep.
You know, he's stolen my idea for this map, using this map, and he's implementing it. He should be implementing it in the next couple of months, he said, so we'll have it physically in the game.
Yeah. Thought you were looking for the mech. After it was modified.
I will...
Doesn't matter.
It's on my USB stick. I'll just put it over there. It's just changed slightly from the other one. I'll have to put it into the game. I'll type it into the game properly.
Everybody on board and
everyone's on board.
prepare for liftoff.
Dave,
still unconscious.
Dave's incapacitated. Alex is incapacitated.
It's okay, because we only need the Astro Droid and Isaac.
So it is a week out to speed up, and again another week to slow down. It is only two jumps technically, so you're looking at 4 weeks of travel. So yeah, week speed up, week speed down, and 2 weeks of travel. So you got 4 weeks, which means you get you work out how many skill points. So it's going to be piloting, so most of the time. So I guess you have slightly less time to do shit. But for the first week and the last week, but the middle weeks you still be able to gain. You can still gain. You can still gain your 2 points. Yeah, his piloting will improve.
Yeah.
But you can still gain your 2 points. Skippy can go for the whole 4 if you want to.
Me and David just don't get anything, yeah? Cause
you don't get anything till the last week. Last week you can have a
1 point.
1 point.
On skills, yeah?
Yep. No, it goes into your... right at the bottom of skills, it goes into your...
for training.
Yeah, your training weeks. Okay. So you need 3 weeks to get a point. So
add a week, yeah.
So Skippy gets a point, and I don't know if BFG gets a point. Depends on if he's got 1 in there already.
It says I got 3 study periods complete.
So you get 2 points. And put your study periods down to 0 again.
How many weeks is a study period?
1 week is a study period.
I mean, like how many to get a new skill?
3.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So that's supposed to be 10. Yay! I finally get a DM.
I've got another week to go before I get something.
Okay, so you guys have pretty much left space with law or law-abiding space. You're in the black at the moment. You're because somebody. Okay, actually, did I get Isaac to do me lift-off rolls? I didn't, did I?
Nope.
Isaac, give me lift-off rolls quickly, please.
Do you want me to put my level back 1?
No, it's cool, man. Don't worry about it. How it sound? I was expecting it to be stupid like that anyway. Okay, so you had to take off. Give me a roll to go into your first jump loop.
No, surely not. Really?
What?
Nothing. Can I cut off my arm?
Why? What? What do you want to do, Isaac?
I want to cut off my arm and put a prosthetic on.
Why? Have you just seen all the bonuses that he got? Have you just looked at the bonuses he got for his arm and gone, yeah, unfortunately you don't happen to have another arm, but if you at some point, yes, you can go and buy one, Isaac, and put it on. You do
a downside to it.
But yeah, the downside is that the more cybernetic you become, the less humans will like you because you're becoming more alien. So it's going to be harder for you. It's going to be harder for you to deal with humans, or you're going to have to disguise yourself. And then, of course, there is species out there that hunt cybernetics because they believe their religion. There's people out there with religions where they believe cybernetics are the bane of the universe and they should all be destroyed. So there's downsides. Yeah, realistic though. So there's people out there that don't like them. There's whole worlds where they've refused technology and they've gone back to the Dark Ages on purpose.
We'll
Fine,
just take
rip
we'll
your
take
arm
a
off again and then
we'll take a mini nuke in to see them.
Okay.
Just take your arm off.
Okay.
Walk in. Do what you need to do. Walk
Quick
out.
disconnect.
Stick your arm back on. Yeah.
Can Skippy give me a scout roll, please, and a computer roll?
Is it me or the Astro Droid?
It would be you because it senses. And it's depending on whether and it's to work out whether you're paying attention to the screen at this moment in time.
Skill, is it? Says.
Yeah, just roll me your scout or your whatever you normally do.
Investigation.
Yeah, investigation will work. Okay. So you pick up a short range distress beacon in space. It's rough. It's not on your logo on your icon yet, but you can see from the radar it seems to be drifting. It is approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you look at the map, it would be the squares represent about 2-3 kilometers. So we'd say it's not in your visual range yet. It's about another 3 boxes off of the map. If everyone can see the map, there you go.
Get the nukes ready.
Yeah, just drop a nuke out and go.
Got a load of nukes.
Bound to be a trap.
Can you see the map? A battle map, Yak?
See the big black map?
Yeah, that's
with a ship in the middle.
Yep, I'm just trying to make sure David can see it.
Oh no, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so your options are you obviously head towards it, or what are you doing, or head off?
I think we
So
should
just a standard distress signal.
I can't talk. I'm still dead.
It's just a drift. It's just a standard basic distress signal, short
Have
range.
Haven't we got any minor droids or whatever we could send out to?
You stripped it.
Can it?
I believe you stripped most of it and put weapons in place.
No, that's not correct. We modified 2 of the.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's the other
from the underground city, and we actually.
You haven't done. Yeah, you haven't done that. You haven't done that yet, though.
Brain.
Yeah, but you haven't done that yet. That's happening while you're traveling, so that's not happened yet. No, you're not.
Got nothing we can throw out.
So you've got your options are move closer and scan when you get into scanning range to see what's going on more. Because at the moment, all you have is a distress signal.
We'll ask the pilot.
I mean, we've never really helped anyone that's called the distress signal, so I don't know whether they want us to actually go there.
Should have been a politician.
He's good at saying something and absolutely nothing at the same time.
We should help them, but probably we shouldn't.
Yeah, for their own good, we shouldn't help them.
We could drop in and have a look, couldn't we?
I mean, can we contact them?
You could set route, and then obviously once you're in scanning, you will hit scanning range before communication range.
Go for it.
Okay, so give me a pilot roll to adjust your course and your momentum.
Don't think I can fail a pilot roll at the moment.
No, you can't. Until basically any way you could fail a pilot roll is if you were going through an asteroid field or there was some sort of disturbance in space, and I would put the difficulty up. At the moment, on the standard routine movement, which is a 6, you're smashing it. It will change again once you get into bigger ships. Once we get bigger ships, you will find that everything changes again, and you'll be back to like, oh shit, this is hard work. So, but at the moment, you're not piloting massive, huge behemoths. Okay. So so you're within signal range. So let me put it on the radar. You're within signal range. The ship doesn't seem to have scanned you, but obviously you can scan it. So, Mr. Skippy, computers, please.
Beep, 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 boop,
Boop, boop, boop, boop, boop. Electronics.
Yeah, electronics. I don't know why, but Space 99 came into my head then with all the lights going.
Oh my word! What the hell is that?
Except
plus 11.
Been stacking my points.
Yeah, but you've been putting them into one thing.
I haven't.
No,
I just happen to have accumulated a lot of points.
No.
Mm,
Okay.
magically.
No,
Honestly, no, as it should be.
No,
Because
just
we'd all have the same amount, wouldn't we?
no, because he just got his. Remember, I just said
Oh.
to him, he just got. You've given his for this travel. Basically, he's had them already.
And I
got
bought
4, I think. didn't
good
you?
gear in the first place. Remember?
Oh, and some of his gears actually some of his gears interfacing with his skills. So he's got. No, you've got to buy a particular gear. He's brought gear in particular
I know
that does it.
my blades into dude, yeah.
Mine just adds it above the strength roll, like +6.
It depends on the gear. Some gear adds different stuff to stat skills as well.
Spent too long reading the descriptions.
Yeah, I was doing that a minute ago.
Okay. So at the moment, your scanner's picked up that it seems to be a drifting ship. There seems to be no life signs, and there doesn't seem to be the the computer and life-saving devices seem to be disengaged. So it doesn't seem like there is any oxygen or anything being used in the ship.
Am I still in the auto dock?
Yep. Unfortunately.
Can you not communicate while he's in?
Oh yeah, no, you can communicate, but you can't.
Yeah.
You're resting basically. You can't run it.
Am I unconscious?
No, you're awake.
Okay.
You can be awake.
I was just keeping quiet because I thought I was out of it.
No.
If we had the brain interfaces to the mechs, I'd say send some mechs over, but we haven't, have we?
No, you haven't yet.
Contact them.
What kind of ship is it?
Put them on autopilot. Put the nukes in
give
there.
me a roll, and I will see if you recognise
That's what I mean.
the
We
ship
really
type.
shouldn't help them because we're not actually helping them.
Okay, you're also going to have to, if you want to recognise the ship, you're going to have to move in a bit closer. So you'd have to move in you'd have to move 2 spaces closer.
Tell me, I got a
So you'd have
side-
to, move so it would be in very long range. So at the moment it's in distant.
Alright.
So if you wanted to, do you want to drift a bit closer so that
The
scan?
only value here, Isaac, the only value here at BFG is if we want the ship and what's in it.
So by moving closer, you'll be able to see if
I'm not sure we do.
So if you move closer, you'll be able to see what ship it is.
Have a look.
What level of distress it's at.
Okay.
We like loot.
Okay, so you instantly recognise the ship is a heavy fighter.
Alright. Run!
2 seconds. And you notice all the lights of the ship come on.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
Our scanners are really good, aren't they?
Well, no, your scanners gave you everything you needed to know. They told you that the oxygen wasn't off in the ship, which wasn't a lie. They told you that all life support was off, which isn't a lie. These guys had been sat there waiting for somebody to come across them, and they've just turned all of their life sensors on. Okay, I need a roll for the 2 seconds. I need to set up combat.
What weapons have we got on the ship?
You have lasers
Some good ones.
a Gatling cannon, I believe. Rail
Not
cannon.
got a railgun anymore.
You got
Yeah, you got a
rail
rail
cannon,
gun.
not Gatling cannon. You got a rail cannon.
I think it was a heavy one as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We went for the biggest one that we could.
And we can just detonate the 6 how many nukes we got if we.
Oh,
get
we can
all
fire the nukes in the railgun.
No, we'll do it like Mario Kart, you know, where you throw the bananas behind you. We'll just keep throwing the nukes.
Well, actually, we could throw a nuke out the airlock, couldn't we? And then zoom off.
Yeah, it could.
How easy is it going to be to hit it?
I have to get in range of it.
Well, it's the radius effect.
Because it's like, you just throw it, it's like a briefcase in it.
Maybe we just let them get close and then shift, and we just sort of throw it out the back.
It might
Would
be
it
friendly,
actually-
you know.
Would it blow up though?
It'd be on a timer.
Yeah, but doesn't react any nuclear bond need the gravity?
No.
Isn't it 2 atoms reconnecting after being split?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they're
what they do
like-
is they normally have explosive bolts.
They're like
Right.
forced
So
together.
So they actually push them together.
Oh, fair enough.
We might find out soon.
Yeah.
If you invade Hong Kong, we're going to nuke you.
Mm.
Okay, if you guys can open up there's a new tab up on the right, it says SCT. It's called Space Combat Tracker. So if you can open that one up, if you can open that one up as well as the standard combat tracker. So with Space Combat, the idea is, so where depending on where you guys are on the ship, that's what you spend your turn doing. Your turn as a person, you can move around the ship, you can access the different functions. You can move away from your console. As long as you get back to the console, you will still be doing the same thing you were doing when you left it. It's used for boarding and stuff like that, for boarding combat. And then you have the ship turn, which is more of a group discussion turn, and you guys decide what you want the ship to do on its turn. So your turn, you could spend your turn boosting something on the ship. So if you knew you were going to, on the next turn for the ship, you were going to want to move it a bit further, you could boost the engines. If you wanted to, specifically, you weren't on the cannons, and you wanted to get to the cannons, you could do that. If you wanted to spend your turn aiming and getting a better shot, you would give a boost to the cannons on the ship's turn. Does that make is that understandable?
Yep.
Each action is a turn.
Each action takes
Can
a
I
turn.
do anything from my auto dock?
I'm gonna let you guys get up and take turret positions or something, because otherwise it's just gonna be shit. So
Well, I guess I'm just flying. So
Is my
I'll
arm
stay put.
functioning yet, or still like?
no, you can get up and do shit, but you can't.
Alright.
But obviously, both of you, if you do take damage, you're gonna be taking slightly more damage than you would normally do, because you're not in particularly good states.
Okay, so whose turn is it first?
Bear with me for 2 seconds. I'm still setting up.
22 strength is mad. You lunatic.
Yeah. I just punch through walls.
Maybe we just throw you out into space and you can punch a hole in there.
Just fire me out like a torpedo.
Yeah, I bought some explosive knuckle blasters. You can go and punch a hole in the ship.
Actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so if everyone goes to the Space Combat Tracker, you will see that all of your ship is now rollable. So you got the turret there that's rollable.
I do. Bring it up.
No, we've just got one ship.
What have you update it?
I got round 2.
Okay, I'm not looking at I'm looking at the Space Combat Tracker, not the Combat Tracker.
Yeah, it just says far
Yeah.
trader, whole point.
And
whole
it
point.
and it should
80,
say
and that's it.
it should say heavy. Yeah.
Oh, heavy fighter just came up.
Yeah, cool.
And it came off again.
Yeah, no,
Went
it's
off
hostile, so you can't see it. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so that's right. If you click on the fire trailer, you see the weapons under it, and your HP in a hole.
Nope.
Click where?
So.
Nope. Attack steps. No.
Just
Oh, let's see.
Oh, it's vanished.
It's gone.
Targeting, attacks. Okay, so yeah, all the little you've got little things next to your along. Okay, I figured out what's wrong now. So you want to set the friendly. So you go all the way along the fire. So where it says Fire Trader Empress Marvel class, go all the way along, and you will see like a little Amy thing. Two people, which says attack, a gun and a shield.
No.
No.
Friendly and a flag.
Do you want to see what we got?
Is that surrender?
I think I pressed it. Whoops.
Yeah, I pressed it. Mate.
And we're on round 3 already.
Yeah. What's happened to 2 rounds?
That's strange. Okay, well
Taking no damage yet.
Well, I can see all the stuff, so I'll do it. I'll figure out why you can't see it next time. Because I've got the maneuver step, and it does the different attack step, action step, maneuver step. Okay, we'll go back.
Permission's not allowed or something for it.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. There's new stuff been added that I'm not sure about. So.
Oh, on the left, it's all kicking off on the left. On the.
Yeah, that's me messing with the options.
Alright, okay.
Blew it up. Came over.
Okay, so it's your guys' ship's turn first at the moment. Let me set the round. Action steps. So this is your action steps is basically your planning round. Do you decide what you're going to do?
Fire at them with the rail gun.
We haven't spoke to them yet or anything.
Well, it was a ship. I would be doing exactly what you guys are doing, to be honest, because it was a ship floating and acting like nothing was going on, and all of a sudden it powered up.
Maybe we should say this is a Q ship. Power down and be
Prepared to be boarded.
Yeah.
We are the Borg.
Are you gonna try comms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna frighten them.
Sounds like the.
Okay. Basically, you get back exactly what you were going to say. They're telling you prepare to be boarded. Lower your shields. We have you targeted.
Fuck you.
First, back to you.
Do one. Up
I roll
yours.
from my gunner screen.
Okay, so
Oh, is this on Twitch?
what? Yeah, you can swear. We're 18 plus stream.
Oh, cool.
You're just not allowed to.
I know you get banned on Twitch.
Oh no, we're just not allowed to not allowed to say the naughty words. We can swear. We can say fuck, shit, ass, that sort of stuff. It's just anything more than that. I would probably have to edit out.
Cool.
What is this ship coming towards my ass?
Okay, so it's your guys' planning turn. Next it is maneuver turn. Are you guys wanting to move any of your positions that you are on the ship?
Well, yeah, I want to get out of the auto dock.
Well, I was assuming that you'd got out of the auto dock and you were to have
You want to
towards one of
engage
the
your
turrets.
shields?
Okay.
Will they be active already?
You can engage your shield, but you'd probably want to take up the engineering position if you want to be able to deal with them.
Yeah, that's where I got to go anyway.
Okay, so we assume you're going to engineering.
Going to roll for that, I think.
No, you don't need to roll for anything yet.
Alright.
You're nothing to go on unless you want to boost the shields now, but it does
I'll
mean
boost them.
it does mean you won't be able to boost the shields for 2 rounds.
That's fine. We want them boosted, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll boost them up.
Okay.
Mechanic roll be alright for that?
Yeah. I'm dropping you guys onto the ship, by the way. So if you look on the map on the left, you'll be able to see.
Are you ready for a roll yet? Or shall we?
Yeah, give me a roll.
Uh,
Skippy and BFG are at the front.
we.
Your stream's black, by the way. Just to let you know.
Ah, balls.
Not that I should be looking at it.
Does that mean the auto dock, or have I gone out of it?
It wasn't black, but I don't know.
Yeah, you're out, David. You're out there.
Okay, I'll go into the turret then, I presume. With a gun.
Wait, so are they boarding us?
Well, they want to board us.
I've got a high. I've got 6 on a remote gunner screen.
We're just boosting the shields, Aaron.
We could swap boardings. I'll board them, they board us.
Take your
Take
nuclear.
a little pocket nuke with me.
I mean, okay, so realistically, we're in space, yeah? You guys are still traveling rather fast. If you wanted to head up and actually go past them and fly past them, think of how it works in Expanse, you probably could. So if you guys...
Well, let's do... As we fly past them, we'll flip and then shoot them with a railgun.
Okay, so you want to do flip and burn and just go straight past them. So basically, what you want to do is you want to swap where they are now, and you want to go past them so they're in exactly the same pace, but the other side of you. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So this would happen basically. So they would go from here to there, yeah.
Yeah.
How much did we improve the shield to?
25%. But it's as I said, that's not a permanent
2-round thing.
Yep.
So do we want to accelerate towards them as well?
That's what you've done. So basically, what's happened is you've accelerated towards them. Because of how the map works, you always stay in the middle. So you've gone from there to there.
It's like that.
No, that's
Fuck's sake.
Ouch.
Someone's trying to play Mario Kart in real life.
It's a flip and burn.
Flip and burn. Not as good as the Expanse one. Okay, so you guys have flipped and burned. That's a class as your maneuver, as the maneuver for your ship as well. So let me just move the next step. Maneuver. Okay.
And we're all strapped in as
Pilot
well.
needs to roll for that move, I
Attack
guess.
step. Yep. So give me a roll for your maneuver for that maneuver. And
Just so you know, I've got my mag boots attached. To them.
that maneuver is gonna be a 10. I'm sorry, Isaac, but that's 8. I'll give you an 8. That's gonna have to be an 8 because that's a flip and burn. Is everyone strapped in?
Yeah,
Yep.
we're all strapped in,
And
we got our back boots on.
Okay. I'm just trying to think about if okay, no one's in there, so no one's there. So you guys are all out the way. Okay, yeah. So no one's actually gonna be able to take any damage from shit flying around. Okay, I've watched Expanse too many times. With the flip
We need a maneuver roll from Isaac.
Yeah, maneuver roll from Isaac.
Here we go. I mean, I should pass. I got a +8 now.
Unless you roll a 1.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, 5. Okay, so if you'd roll, the only way
You got some bonuses
the
there.
only way you could have failed that is if you'd actually roll 2 natural ones. It's instant fail. So okay, so Isaac basically puts the ship into the flip and burn maneuver. It's now going to be down to the people wanting to fire the weaponry to lock targets and.
David and what?
Was it me as well?
Yep.
Which one do I do it under?
Just roll. I can roll off the sheet if you want.
Yeah, if you just be quicker.
Mine was easy, so got a gunner screen one.
Okay, average success. You're getting +2 damage. So the rail cannon is 66 and the double turret is 4d6. So if they 66 is for, I'm guessing Skippy's on the rail cannon.
Yeah.
Which is the screen gunner. So give me the 66.
66 dice 6.
Yeah, 66, please. Or I can roll. Yeah.
Well, I can do 3 20s and a 6. All right.
Just right click on the dice dad, and you can
Yeah.
click and you can click just roll 5 times. Do it once and then roll 1.
Oh, custom dice.
Yeah. You should right click on it, and it will show a single pop up that has 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times, and 20.
And which one do you want me to do?
Do 5 times.
Sorry.
And then roll 1.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Okay. And that's times. So if that was to be inflicted on a person, so you guys understand the damage difference between. So if you were to aim at somebody, you were to hit, it's basically for a ship to aim at a human, it's like times 10 difficulty. But if it hits, it's times 100 damage. So that kind of gives you a difference on the size of the weapons. So you're actually, if you just done that 20 points to a human, it's 200 points of damage. So you understand the difference between the ships and the human damage. So 20 points of damage. That fired. Okay, I need the rail cannon, the 2 double turrets. So that's 2d6, 4d6, please, David.
Well, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me.
Is that enough? 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now.
I guess we should have targeted something particular, specific.
That's what you. Yeah. Okay. What you did the gunner screen. So where you were flying over the top. So what are you particularly targeting? Weapons.
Well, it's a rail gun, so it'll rip through anything.
Yeah. So where are you firing it?
You could like aim
Main
at his
hull.
engines or something.
Main hull. Okay. 2
Seeing
seconds.
what happens in Expanse.
Yeah, I know. Shit.
That's a good roll.
Okay, you see a slight implosion as it rips through the hull, and you see it come out the other side. Basically, I've lost 2 crew. I've just done a roll. I've managed to reseal the hull. I still have enough people to operate the ship. My turn. Okay, so I'm reversing thrust, which will drop me back 1. I need to do my piloting roll. No. 2d6. Okay. Drop me that, and then I'm going to lock.
I chose main hull because I didn't think it was fair to say anything else other than because we didn't specify it before.
No, in future if you specify it. Ah! Okay. You see like an expanse. As you look back and fly, basically you see 4 rockets pop out the back of the ship and instantly start propelling towards you. From their speed, you've got 1 action to try.
Time for the juice.
Can I boost the engines? Can I boost the engines?
Oh, yeah, you can boost the engines.
I want to go like overclock it big time.
Okay, you do realise that you if you overclock them, you guys are going to have to make strength conscious rolls to see if you black out or not. So it's up to you.
We've got shields, haven't we?
You've got
Yeah,
shields.
I've boosted them already.
Shields.
We've boosted the shields, but what you're not dealing with laser weaponry. You're dealing with missiles.
So you coming towards us now?
No, you've got 4
missiles
missiles.
are-
You got 4 missiles that have just popped out expansively from the back end of my
No, are
ship.
we going apart from each other,
Okay,
or are we drifting together?
Okay.
towards
No, we're
each other?
going apart, aren't we?
Yeah, so the ship. So basically, you've done a flip and burn. You've flown over the ship. My ship's boosted towards you again, which is why it moved 1 square towards you.
Fired a
It's
load of
launched.
missiles.
It's launched 4 missiles up in the air, and you've got 1 action before they get to you.
Well, can't
We
we
can
go
have
in
a-
space? So we're actually going away from them. At the
Um,
moment, I take it we're facing towards the ship.
well,
aren't
at the
we? Going
moment,
back-
you're at the moment basically, yeah, you're facing the back of the ship.
Yeah. So we need to flip in order to actually.
Do a
Burn
barrel
away.
roll.
Yeah, you need to. So let me actually rotate the token around 2 seconds.
And I
It's
boost
going
the
to be a
engines as well.
big explosion. This.
Can we like try and shoot them at the same time?
Yeah, well, yeah. If you want to flip and but basically what you're wanting to suggested was boost the engine, flip and burn again, and bring it round, and you're gonna try and you're gonna have to target lock all 4. Well, no, actually, sorry, you need to target lock 2, because as same in Expanse, you take out 2. They're fired in 2 sets, so they'll be traveling together, won't they?
I'll boost the engines then.
Okay, give me engineer roll.
Within, not too extremes, Alex.
Yeah, what are you going
Level
for?
I take it for 50%.
No.
No, you want 100%, but you don't want more than 100%.
Yeah, so you want to boost.
100% burn for, I don't know.
So you want to go 100% burn for 10-second flip burn.
Yeah.
You're gonna have pilot, and anybody concentrating
Might-
is gonna have to give me a concentration roll.
I'll do one roll.
At that point, it won't black you out. If you were to go any faster than that, you would have to also give me a blackout roll.
Do we want to go faster? We might take out our engines, but we'll go with 100%.
So you're going 100%. Okay, so it'll be just concentration roll. Okay, you don't need to give me a concentration roll, but you do need to give me a roll for the engine. Okay, you've done it. Okay, cool. Okay, the engines are boosted fully. It's now down to the pilot to do the flip and burn, and then it's down. So you've got to roll. You've got to roll me 2d6 before you do your normal roll, Isaac. Or actually, I could probably take a 2 seconds. Give me. You can use. I'll take strength or endurance. So give me a strength or endurance roll before you do your piloting roll.
If he's unconscious.
Might be unconscious.
He won't be unconscious.
Might have
'cause
gone to the
Okay.
galley.
We didn't boost it enough to cause.
yeah, you didn't boost it enough to cause blackouts.
Wait, who's doing this?
You.
You.
So give
am I
me.
doing again?
You need a strength or
You're piloting.
dexterity because the ship is been increased speed, and you need a concentration roll. So strength
need strength
or
and dex-
endurance.
Well, it's definitely going to be strength, isn't it? Oh,
no,
Okay,
pilot's
so
blacked out.
no, he's not blacked
Cool.
out. It's for concentration. So your next roll is at a -1. So you've got a -1 to your piloting skill. Okay.
alright. That's not too bad.
Well,
We've got loads of points in pilots.
because
Don't
he only
forget we got the astromech if we black out anyway.
Yeah, you have got the
I didn't like boost it enough for me.
He didn't boost it enough to black out. He only boosted it to 100. You just have to do concentration rolls because of how fast you're traveling. Lucky with a -1. Okay, so he basically flips you back round the position. You need target locks for the 2 sets of missiles. So that would be, I need a concentration from Skippy and a concentration from Yak.
Okay, and that's
I'll find
2
something
again,
I
yep.
can use for that.
Strength, endurance, intelligence. It'll be in your main.
I'm looking. Be good.
And the same from David.
Strength.
Yep.
Yeah, I got strength. Okay. Who was that? Was that me?
No, that was Skippy. Okay, so
Ooh.
you got sorry, you guys roll that again? I had that set wrong. So you would have passed that, Skippy, because it's meant to be 6, not 10, and you passed it as well. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, that's better.
Okay.
So you guys have managed to lock targets. If you want to give me your what are you aiming at?
The missiles.
You're locking on the missile sets of 2. You taking 1 each?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically the missiles are at the moment within the space between you two. So you've got this attack and then it's evasive maneuvers. Okay, so both sets of missiles have been destroyed in the blast between. The blast has shook the ships, both of the ships either side. I need give me a piloting roll to see if you manage to hold your course, please, Isaac.
How far have we travelled?
This is what I'm working out.
Oh, okay.
If you've been how far?
We were
you've been
caning
up
it, weren't we?
Yep, you fucking caning it.
It's in the galley again.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Can you roll for piloting, please, bro?
Chilled out pilot.
Oh no, your pilot keeps falling asleep.
All these G's are making me sleepy.
I did fail that roll before, so.
Yeah, okay. So he's managed to hold on during the blast and not drift. So at the moment you've managed to maintain the ship at long range. Is that where you want them?
Yep.
Okay, and obviously you flipped again. So you've flown past them and they've gone back behind you.
Which way are they travelling? Are they travelling towards us?
Okay, so at the moment, the direction they are travelling in is basically their front of their ship is facing towards you, but they're about to adjust their travel radius again because at the moment they were travelling in front of you, you've gone in front of them, so they're now travelling the opposite way of you.
Are they going towards the D then?
So they're travelling, so they're basically going towards, say that their speed is going towards C. You've just readjusted, so you're going to, and you were travelling towards B. So your momentum's going towards B at the moment. If that makes sense. Their momentum's going to C, yours is going to B. I need to roll for their momentum change. 2 seconds.
Don't we want to actually just get the hell out of here and go towards B then?
You want to pump the engine?
I don't know. We've put a big hole through them.
Just destroyed 2 of
Probably.
their
Target their engine, and then if that
Yeah.
doesn't work, get the hell out of it.
The missile rack's a bit boring.
Yeah, but you can only carry so many missiles. And it's not a particularly big ship, is it? It's a heavy fighter, but it's a small heavy fighter. Okay, okay, what am I doing?
Well, do we know how many missiles they've got left?
You can estimate on the average of what you know most ships carry. If you want to give me a roll, and I'll give you a rough estimate of what you know other ships that size would carry.
Yeah, I'll do that.
There's knowledge you would have. Ouch. Okay, Skippy. Was that Skippy that just did that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I knew I had a higher roll, David.
Ah, well.
on average, you recognise that a heavy fighter that size can carry anything between 8 and 16 missiles.
Sorry, I'm back.
Depending on how much space they have, depending on if they have living space and stuff, or they've just equipped it out with missiles. So they could have another round, or they could have another 3 rounds.
Should we target its missiles, Rex?
Ooh!
Yeah, why not?
I mean, that's the back end. So if you look at this picture here, I'll show you guys. The missile rack is the grey square right at the back of the ship.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Well, we can come round behind them anyway, can't we? As they're going.
Okay, so now they've readjusted. Now readjusted, so they're facing you. So 2 seconds. Let me make it. Yeah, so they're facing you now. They've readjusted which I did that roll for. Their acceleration. What the direction they're heading. So they're now heading back towards you. So you guys from your last.
Could I fly towards them and then flip?
You could do so. So you want to fly past them again and actually line up with them.
Yeah. Line up behind them. Yeah.
And this time, as you say, target the.
Okay, that's gonna be you're gonna need an 8 for that.
Fine.
Piloting 8 because you're bringing so you want to match velocity basically and bring yourself right behind them.
Pretty much make it as easy for the guys to shoot as possible, really.
Okay, so you do realise that the first thing I'm gonna do on my turn if you haven't took them out is launch my missiles.
Guess we'll have to deal with that when it comes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so how close are you dropping yourself? Are you keeping any distance, or are you just going to bring yourself right behind them?
No,
not right behind. No.
So how much space are you leaving?
A square.
So you're gonna say basically you're gonna bring yourself in. So you want to keep them in long range. So you'd bring them to there. Is that right?
Yeah.
Let me turn your ship.
What's our ship powered by?
Coal.
Steam. No, it's new. It's
not a lot in a minute.
I believe it's nuclear powered.
Powered by love.
But you can obviously get new stuff, and you also got an alien. You can steal a load of alien tech from at some point. So it's different stuff. Okay, so you've now basically brought yourself behind and lined up with them. If the gunners now want to, since you're not going at a ridiculous speed, you don't need to do the rolls for the. He hasn't boosted the engines again, so you don't need to do accuracy rolls this time. You just need to give me targets. And where you're
targeting the missile rack.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, give me the damage for the David. Do yours and then give me the damage for the railgun. That railgun's just gonna go straight through.
Oh, 3. That's not good.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
How many dice do you want?
I think it was a perfect shot. So
6, and it's a perfect shot. Yeah. And it bypasses the shield because it's a rail cannon. Oh. Shit.
Boom.
So I didn't do a 4. Do I got to do a 4 roll? Cause I did
Yeah, give me your 4 as well. 2 seconds. It's working something out. Yeah, if you
Isaac's incredible piloting.
If you look in Discord, you'll see what you see as their nuclear powered ship just goes up.
Oh, right, okay.
We're not salvaging that one, are we?
Well, you just put 2 holes in it and then ripped straight through the back of it and initiated all the missiles.
Well, it was a good idea at the time.
Oh well. Hopefully they got a message off before. Don't mess with these guys. Probably just more like, oh shit.
Yeah.
A shame. So we need to remember some people weren't sure whether we wanted the railgun.
How much ammunition have we got left for it?
We can put anything into it.
I think it
Yeah, I know
runs
you
off the
could-
reactor, doesn't it?
We've only got so many washing machines to fire in it.
Yeah, man.
But what about nuclear bombs on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 seconds. Okay, so on Discord and me. Oh, all right.
Good work.
So you guys have literally destroyed that ship. There's no salvage. You set off the missiles, which subsequently set off the nuclear power cells. If it was a bigger ship, of course, there could have been it could have just gone off without exploding. But because it's such a small ship and confined ship, the whole thing's just gone boom. Which is something you maybe need to think about if you ever want to try and take over a smaller ship or something. But okay, so
I think that was a fair success myself.
I enjoyed that for first space combat. It was quite interesting, different.
David, you want to roll for recon to see if there's any other ships in?
Yeah, you can roll for recon. I mean, there is still salvage, but the salvage is just scrap value. So if you want to pull in scrap, it's up to you.
We need it.
Ah, we're rich folk. Alright, let's hit it.
We're back on course then.
Punch it. Engines to optimum values.
Nobody will ask us to rescue them, will they?
Okay, so back into warp. David and Alex are able to finish recovery. You're able to spend the next week. I'm guessing. Can you give me a tech roll, please, Skippy? Computers or whatever.
How are engines holding up after that?
I can give you a if you want. Okay, so. Without me going through all the crap, 2 seconds, I will give you a thing. I will just give you a basic percentage rather than going through everything. Okay, your ship is at 80%, basically. There you go. So there's various, so I could give you a list of all the different shit wrong with it if you want. But easier for now, we would just say your ship is at 80% repair. You will lose another 5% by the time you have travelled this stretch. And that's just general repair, upkeep, shit like that. So that'd be another 5% off of the general upkeep, general health of the ship.
Do we have a space dock where we're going?
Yeah, there is a high port, but you need to make contact with the high port before you enter the area.
Okay.
As you guys come in towards the high port, you get an emergency message coming through asking you to shut off all engines, electronics, anything that could be detected by low satellites. You also instantly get a message through which gives you a code. You're sort of wondering where all this information is coming from. At the moment, you can't actually see the high port. Your radar is picking the high port up, but with your physical eyes, you're unable to see the high port. So if you're looking out of the ship window and you're trying to look for the station, you can't see it. You can just see the planet. But your radar's picking up the high port, and you're getting this information from them. They've asked you to slow down your speed, bring your speed down to a drifting speed, and you've been given a landing code, and you can see the destination on your radar.
We'll head for it, I suppose.
Yep.
Okay, so as you head towards the location, you noticed all of a sudden part of a station, as if it's half of it's been painted over, materializes. So basically, as you get within, I'd say, half a mile, a landing zone with a set of doors appears and opens, and basically appears out of nowhere.
Have we actually spoken to their astro controller or whatever?
Yeah, they
I
sent.
think it's like a protected world, isn't it, or something?
Mm-hmm. So they've sent you they've sent you through all of their information. So you know it's there.
It's all kosher. It's kosher.
Yeah. They sent you through digital. That's why they gave you could see the station on your radar, but you couldn't see it in physical because they'd allowed you to see it on the radar.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we'll proceed then.
So as you proceed and you land, you get sent a massive fact file packet, basically explaining that the planet below is under observation. People have been going down onto the planet. It is a low-tech planet. No tech is permitted. There's no ships permitted below anywhere onto the planet. They have their own methods of dropping people down there and retrieving people. Weaponry is strict. You also get a load of job offers through from the various corporations here. Some seem seedier than others. There's about 5 different jobs that vary from picking up materials, searching for lost people.
To do something with a train.
Yeah, we might get there at some point.
All right, okay.
You shouldn't know there's something to do with a train, but it's just,
You told us.
no, I
last
told
week.
you because it'd be cool to go on. But you basically you take a job and stuff happens, and then we go on with the story. So you can basically, it's up to you what you want to go down there to do within reason.
First question is, what can we take down with us?
Equipment you can take down with you is they will not permit. Basically, I mean, the only thing that might get through is the stealth. Anything that's stealthed, or you think you can get through their sensors. Obviously, their sensors are ridiculously high technology, more so than a normal spaceport. This is more of, even though there is a small military presence, it's more of a science vessel, of a science high port. So there is a lot more scientists around than you're used to.
So it's a technological, advanced space station.
Yeah.
The planet's
the planet's low tech. Think
20th
of
century.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I'd say a little bit less. I'd say more. I'd say just after pre-World War One. So World War One, pre-World War One, they're still using steam power.
So is there anybody on the space station that specializes in stealth materials that we could stealth our pacification robot?
If they basically, if you were to talk to somebody, they would look at you in dismay because they've spent so many years trying to protect this planet and deal with this planet, and you want to take a pacification unit down there. I don't think anybody would be unless you could really convince somebody would be interested in helping you. Yeah, unless you.
I'm gonna, integrate my arc field weapon into my arm. on the robot machine.
You really want to go try do that?
Says it can fit one.
Yeah, it can fit one, but I mean, if you want to attempt to do that now, yeah.
Alex is
Great.
addicted
Go
to
for it.
surgery.
Yeah.
Let's plan it in my robotic arm.
So you want to put your arc field generator inside your robotic arm?
My arc field weapon. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
arc field weapon. So basically, what you want is your blade to flip out of your arm, sort of job.
yeah, because it only shows the blade when it's on. Great, sir.
Oh, fucking hell. It's a lightsaber, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, so...
what do you want me to roll?
I need to have a look. Give me a second.
Most of my skills are not going to be helpful on this planet.
I want to take my spider bomb down.
Your scouting would be good.
It'll be fitted with melee or pistol weapon. It's fine.
Going to be going back to old school weapons. Apart from Alex, by the sounds of it.
I'm gonna hide this one in there.
I mean,
Like, you're gonna have to take my arm if you want me to.
if you remember every time he's tried to use this arc field weapon, he's nearly killed himself so far.
Yeah, pretty much. I try it once.
I think it worked once. I think it worked once because you were trying to use it before you'd actually got any melee skills, weren't you?
Yeah.
You just assumed that he would work.
I don't think I've killed anyone with it.
I have no idea how we're going to do this, apart from old
Are we
school.
going in with no armor as well then? 'Cause
Yeah.
all our armor's.
Well, no, I've got chameleon armor. I can take that down.
If it's stealthed or something, we can't take it.
Yeah, but my
Yours
subdermal
is, yeah.
armor, they wouldn't. That's stealthed.
Yeah, he says it's down armor. One of your rifles folds down, I believe. But then
Combat armor can't be
one of
taken.
your rifles still folds down. Okay, I'm going to suggest this because I thought of this. There's nothing to stop you if you planned it and did it right to doing a dead drop.
I'll just drop it down.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to go down onto the planet first and recon and find somewhere. But there's nothing to stop you setting something. I mean, you got your
Yeah,
mech.
surely they're not going to take kindly to us doing that. We're going to get targeted from orbit.
Yeah,
Blowing the
but
shit out of us.
but then
Plus, we're gonna look a bit weird if everyone's
yeah,
we're
but
kitted out in alien tech and everyone's.
Shouldn't we also fix the droids or whatever they?
Going to be like
Next.
cowboys and aliens.
but we're in reverse. The humans are the aliens. Okay. Also, while I'm at it, the species on this planet are humanoid, but they seem to have a double circulatory system, and they seem to have an extended life, which is why they're so interested. So they look fairly similar to humans. There isn't much difference apart from they have a slightly larger ridge on the middle of their head, which could be considered to look almost Neanderthal-like. But they have a double circulatory system, so they have two hearts. Which is
they're not from Gallifrey, are they?
unfortunately not. I'm not a fan of Doctor Who. But good idea.
I'm not sure if I was meant to mention this when we were at the store, but I did pick up 2 universal translators.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Potentially speak to them.
Yeah, you can have the universal translators are usable.
Can't take my ghost rifle.
Your ghost rifle's the one that folds down, is it not?
Right, okay.
One of the one that you got off of the mercenaries collapses.
Sniper rifle.
Yeah, sniper rifle collapses. But then you've still got to get it through. I mean, you could go. I guess I'm sure you could convince or bribe someone to let you take some stuff through, but it depends on what it is and how damaging it is to the planet. I mean, if you're going to try and sneak a mini nuke down, they're not going to have it, are they?
Yeah, but it's in the briefcase.
We can airdrop that one if we need it.
Yeah. Just say it's our overnight kit.
So
Roll for this implant.
also you are recommended to local attire. Local attire seems very similar to Western. They don't seem to have the clothing they wear seems quite American Western. They don't.
So you got universal translator, Isaac?
Yeah.
Well, I could
My arm-
put my alien cosplay kit on. Pretend to be one of them, which would help us, wouldn't it?
That could be interesting. So it'd just be a case of you'd just giving yourself the bridge, wouldn't you? Because they wouldn't be able. There's no way for them to tell at their level of technology that you haven't got 2 hearts.
No.
What tech level are they at? Like, is it like basic armor? Or stuff like that
Their
too?
tech level is literally, as I said, they have got the same equipment and same weapon. They've just come out of Steam Age. They've gone through like equivalent of World War One level, so they have very basic tanks, very basic artillery. They have
I think it'd look weird in like medieval armor.
I think we look very weird.
Yes, but their general sort of clothing style is Western style. So you've got your cowboy hats, you've got your waistcoats. Higher.
Not carrying as
I
much
think
stuff
I've seen
in.
some stuff like that. Armor. Oh yeah, there's some cloth armor here and stuff.
I mean, I've got lots of drugs I can take in, so.
Well, that looks a bit advanced.
Oh yeah, I forgot about David's drug collection.
So I've got my combat drugs.
Haven't you got a load of enhancement stuff as well?
Yeah.
I wonder what that is.
I've also actually got a radiation emergency applicator.
Oh, I remember you buying that one actually. That could come in handy.
Which is useful if we have to set off the bombs.
Yeah, useful with your nukes. I was going to ask you guys, are you keeping like any of this instead of just dumping the stuff around on your ship? Are you keeping like your stuff that you don't really want messed with and out of the way? I mean, as we go into more and more combat, obviously where you're storing the stuff is going to impact.
Ditching stuff around.
Well, according to this, apart from the combat engineering tool set and the infantry mortar, I can carry everything.
Now, I was just on about the nukes, really. Where are you keeping them on the ship? Yeah, but where? What happens if the ship gets hit and they're in the same place? Is what I'm trying to say. I need to know.
They wouldn't go off because a nuker will only go off if it's set to go off.
Yeah, they only go off if it's set to go off. But what I'm saying is, if a hole gets ripped in the ship and they're not secured, they're going to get sucked out, aren't they? So I need to know where.
They're attached to a rope that's strung from the ship.
So I need so at some point you need to put a storage device in to keep all your weapons and keep your stuff in, so it's like safe. Or something like that. So you don't want, as I'm trying to say, is we can't have stuff drifting around the ship.
They're gonna go in a small box under Isaac's bed.
Yeah, that'll do. Small box under Isaac's bed.
I'm afraid, folks, I'm gonna have to go in a minute.
Okay. No, that's fine, David. We can pause it here, and then obviously next session we will just go straight down onto the planet.
Roll for my surgery.
Yeah. We'll roll for your surgery. It would be a good idea if we come up with what sort of thing are you guys wanting to accept to go down on there. Obviously, there's the standard. You can take a sciencey mission, or you could take a rescue. You could take a item removal mission, because obviously some stuff has got down there. They don't want them to get hold of.
Item removal sounds good.
That sounds good.
Okay, cool. I will set something up for that, and we will go.
We can use our nuke for that.
And hopefully by the end of the session, we will be on the train, which would be cool. We'll see what happens. The train map's really neat. Actually, I'm looking forward to using it because it's kind of a whole continent we have, and we can. You get to travel the whole continent. There's quite a few going on. There's some wars going on, different things. So cool. Bit of politics.
Thank you very much.
No. Thank you very much. Excellent.
No, that's cool. I'll see you guys next week. David, Fear in the Sky is the next book series that made me and Russ go wow. It's you rated it up there with Skippy and Bob, didn't you, Dad?
Yeah.
Fear in the Sky. Who's the author?
2 seconds. I'll have a look. It's very sciencey. It's almost to the point where it's so realistic that it's not science fiction.
Stephen.
Okay.
It's on Audible.
All right. Okay. I'll do a search for that.
Yeah, it's on Audible. It's how we've done it.
Fear the Sky. It is.
Yeah, Fear the Sky.
Fear of the Sky.
No, Fear the Sky.
Okay, guys. Thank you for the game. Is everybody okay for next week? And we will start at 3 o'clock instead of quarter past.
Should I do
Cool
my
for me.
surgery? Get out of.
Yeah, we'll do your surgery first because we're not
Alright.
finished.
Real David.
David, if you got to
Okay,
pop off,
cheers,
I will
bye.
tie off
Yeah.
bits for the guys. Okay, so yeah, give me the roll for your surgery.
What do you want? Just. We'll...
You need to roll 3d6. You need to be 10 again.
3, yeah.
Yep. You do realise this time it doesn't. Okay. Oh. Oh. It was getting, okay, so what would have happened if you hadn't failed that one? It wouldn't have not worked, as it would have gone in, and you would have been, every time you tried to use it, I would have been making you roll a percentile to see if it actually turned on. But it worked, so you're okay. Okay, so
I'll
now
just add a note next to the weapon saying.
yeah, put a note next to the weapon and just say you've implemented it into your arm.
Alright, cool.
That's cool.
That was lucky.
No, that's cool.